When Amanda told me her best friend was leaving her husband, I didn't hesitate. "She can stay here," I said. "No one should go through that alone." Lisa moved in that weekend. 2 suitcases. A dogged copy of Eat, Pray, Love. Eyes swollen from crying, or so I thought. At first, I tried to be the good guy. I gave them space. Let Amanda have her late-night talks with Lisa. Let them drink wine on the porch until midnight. It felt good to do the right thing. But by week 2, something felt off. Lisa stopped crying. She started laughing again. But only when Amanda was around. They cooked together. Worked out together. Ran errands together. I became the outsider in my own house. One night, I walked in from the garage and heard Amanda say, "We just need a little more time. He'll come around." Lisa whispered back, "I know. I just hate sneaking." My stomach sank. Sneaking? I stood there, frozen, not knowing if I should walk in or walk away. I chose neither. I waited, and realized I was starting to see a truth I didn't want to believe. The next week felt like living with ghosts that only appeared when I wasn't looking. I'd come into the kitchen and their conversation would stop mid-sentence. Amanda would smile too fast. Lisa would suddenly remember she had a call to make. The small things started piling up. Lisa started using my coffee mug. The one Amanda got me for our anniversary. When I pointed it out, she just laughed. Oops. Habit. Then there was the hoodie. Mine. She wore it to bed. Amanda said Lisa forgot to pack enough clothes. One night I found an envelope on the counter. At first I thought it was junk mail. But my name wasn't on it. Amanda's was. From a law firm. Curiosity 1. I shouldn't have opened it, but I did. Inside, a formal letter. Lisa's divorce settlement. It listed assets. Custody agreements. And near the end, a single line that made my skin crawl. Petitioner alleges infidelity involving respondent's long-term friend Amanda R. Amanda wasn't just her support system. She was the reason Lisa's marriage ended. And I was the fool who'd invited it into my home. After I read that letter, the house felt different. Every creak of the floorboards sounded like betrayal. Every laugh from the living room felt like it was at my expense. But I didn't confront Amanda. Not yet. Instead, I waited. Listened. Watched. One night, I came home late. Left the lights off. Slipped in through the back door. The soft hum of their voices drifted from the den. I stood just outside the doorway, heart pounding, straining to hear. Lisa. I hate sneaking around. This isn't fair to him. Amanda. I know. But he's not ready to hear it. He wouldn't understand. Lisa. Maybe he's not supposed to. There was a pause. Then a sound that made my blood run cold. A kiss. Quiet, soft, familiar. Amanda. Just a little longer. Then it'll be ours. Ours. Not a slip of the tongue. Not a joke. A plan. I stayed frozen in that doorway until they moved to the kitchen. When I finally went upstairs, I felt like I was walking through someone else's home. Because mine was already gone. That night I barely slept. At dawn, I got up before either of them stirred. I needed proof, not just suspicion. I slipped a tiny voice recorder under the couch cushions where they always curled up at night. The cheap kind meant for meetings, small enough to go unnoticed. And I waited. That evening, Amanda left her tablet on the coffee table when she went to shower. I don't know what made me pick it up. Maybe I needed confirmation. Maybe I wanted to be wrong. Her notes app was open. At the top, a file titled simply, Next Steps. I opened it. Lines and bullet points stared back at me. Wait until Lisa's settlement clears, June. Discuss house sale after, position as mutual benefit. Joint account logistics, separate slowly, avoid suspicion. Therapist, begin narrative of growing apart. Timeline, out by end of summer. Out. Me. Out. By the end of summer, they planned to have everything squared away. The house. The finances. The story to tell our friends. All neat. All without me. I felt sick. The woman I built my life with, building a future that didn't have my name on it. And the worst part? I wasn't sure when it stopped being ours. The next morning, before they were up, I retrieved the recorder. Hands trembling, I played it back through my headphones. Every word felt like a pin to my skin. Lisa's voice. He's starting to notice. You're sure this will work? Amanda. It has to. The more we act like we're trying to fix things, the more he'll blame himself when it falls apart. Lisa laughed softly. And the house? Once he agrees to sell, we can do it clean. No mess, no fighting. He walks, we stay. A pause. Then Amanda again. This is the only way we get what we want without him making it ugly. He thinks I'm trying. That's the beauty of it. Lisa. And you don't feel guilty? I did. But it's not about hurting him. It's about finally being happy. Finally being happy. The words echoed in my head long after the recording ended. They weren't just falling in love. They were orchestrating my exit. Piece by piece. Step by step. And I'd been too blind to see it. I didn't confront them. Not yet. Instead, I made an appointment with a lawyer I knew through a friend. Explained everything, the notes, the recorder, the plan. Dean, the lawyer, listened quietly. When I finished, he leaned back and said, Don't let them set the narrative. You get ahead of this. Quietly separate your finances. Document everything. So I did. Bank accounts. Property papers. Every message, every note, copied, filed, dated. And then, I laid the final trap. I told Amanda I had to leave town for work, 2 days, maybe 3. No signal. Remote site. She didn't ask many questions. They always thought I was predictable. Easy to read. That night, I stayed at a friend's place across town. Phone off. Watching. Waiting. And sure enough, just past midnight, the security app pinged. Front door opened. Motion detected, living room. I logged in. There they were. Candles. Wine. No space between them now. No need for whispers. Lisa. He's really gone. Amanda. For good, if we play this right. Lisa. Then we can stop pretending. Amanda smiled. And they kissed like they'd already won. But this time, I had more than their words. I had them on video. And this time, I wasn't the one pretending. I came home earlier than they expected. Parked down the street. Walked in through the back. Quiet. When I stepped into the living room, they were on the couch. Not touching now, just stunned. Like I'd materialized out of thin air. Amanda opened her mouth. I raised a hand. Don't. Not yet. I took out my phone. Opened the security feed. Hit play. The footage rolled. Their voices filled the room. He's really gone. Then we can stop pretending. If we play this right. Amanda paled. Lisa looked away. I let it play until the kiss. Then I paused it. Set the phone on the coffee table. I'm done pretending too. I dropped the house key next to the phone. Pulled a folder from my bag. That's from my lawyer. Separation notice. Property paperwork. I've already started the process. Amanda's eyes filled with tears, but I didn't care anymore. I don't want to hear why. I don't want to hear we didn't mean to. I want you both gone. And if you fight it, I have more than this video. I left before either of them spoke. Not because I was angry. Because I finally felt free. It's funny how fast the world can change after you let go. 3 months passed. The house sold. The papers signed. The story, there's to spin, but I didn't care. I moved across the state. Started over. New job. New apartment. No more empty rooms filled with memories that weren't mine. I didn't think about them much anymore. Until one afternoon. I was grabbing coffee, standing in line, scrolling mindlessly, and I felt someone staring. I looked up. Amanda. Same green eyes. Same nervous half smile. But different. No ring. No Lisa beside her. Just her. Alone. For a second, either of us moved. Then she stepped forward like she might say something. But I didn't give her the chance. I nodded once, not angry, not cold. Just done. And I left. Because some endings don't need words. They just need to stay endings. The end.